I had a bit of a strange startup. My parents met in a psychiatric institution, and not as staff members. My father was suffering from a psychotic disorder, and my mother has autism. This is the birth card they sent around when I arrived. As you can see, it's not with typical teddy bears and flowers. When I was 2 and my sister was 5, the Child Protection Service brought us to an orphanage. I guess they realized it wasn't healthy for us to live in a house where the windows were painted black, and my father thought he was an Indian chief. One of the first things they did was cut our hair short in order to avoid lice. When you're not a baby anymore and you're with 2, it's more difficult to find suitable foster parents. And it took 2 years until they found a loving couple that was willing to take the responsibility. Although we were very happy to live in a more normal house, my life did not yet become more stable. I was focusing very much on my sister, who until then was my biggest anchor. But she was diagnosed with autism as well, and at age 15 she mentally collapsed. She stopped going to school, and I struggled to finish mine. I remember the day the head of the school told me that he gave up on me and didn't expect me to pass my final exams. But I did, and I completed both my Bachelor of Science and Master of Arts with honors. I know I was able to do so because in one moment I realized I needed to claim back my own life rather than being managed by situations created by others. And I felt the best way to do so was to try to benefit from the things that happened in my life in order to build, to use my own insights and experiences to create value. So I started to compose and I recorded the CD, I wrote the autobiography that was published, and I rebuilt the relationship with my biological parents. Now the reason why I share this personal story with you is only to give you an introduction to a much bigger scale, because my own life made me aware of how often valuable human perspectives are neglected. And this strikes me, because their insights and experiences can help to improve the life of others. 1 year ago, and half a year before graduating, I was asked to become business partner of an international company and to take part in the further development of an innovative methodology that focuses on the exact same challenge. That is how to systematically identify such hidden but valuable perspectives. Today I will share some of the key concepts of this method. By the way, you can imagine I replied with a wholeheartedly yes to that offer. And today I will share some of the key concepts of this method called TINO. The person who started developing the method worked in the intelligence sector for many years and became expert in human intelligence and undocumented information. He categorized knowledge in 3 types, and the first square shows what he called recognized knowledge. It is both recognized by the environment as well as by the knowledge owners. They know that they know. Think, for example, about doctors, teachers, but also hairdressers. The second type of knowledge is unrecognized by the environment, but people themselves know that they know. These people are often saying, I was saying that for many years, but nobody was listening. The third type of knowledge is what he called unrecognized knowledge. It is both unrecognized by the environment and also the knowledge owners themselves don't know that they know. This is the type of knowledge we are focusing on, and the reason why we find it so interesting is because it touches the essence of innovation. This is where you find the perspectives that have not been seen, the insights that nobody thought about before. It's like a huge amount of oil that is already there underground waiting to be found. So how to find this oil? How to find these hidden perspectives? I will tell you the trick. Normally when we have a question or problem, we tend to ask the people that clearly know something about it, the traditional experts, or in our words, people with recognized knowledge, the light blue circle. Now for sure we'll find valuable information there, but we will not find these hidden perspectives, or what we call unrecognized knowledge. In order to find that, ask the people who don't know that they know. Now I know this still might sound a bit abstract, and a way to illustrate it is with a story about Oh yes, sorry, this happened to me the first time as well. That's what you have to do then. So you ask people who don't know that they know, and ask several of them, and then integrate their perspectives. And this still might sound very abstract, and the way I can illustrate this was a story about the elephant. Imagine you ask 3 people to touch different parts of the elephant. One person will hold the leg and think it's a tree. One person will hold the tail, think it's a rope. And the third person will touch the trunk and think it's a snake. Now they think about a tree, a rope, and a snake because those are things they already know from the past. They complete their picture or their perspectives with their previous knowledge. Now we know it's not a tree, a rope, or a snake. We know it's an elephant because we can integrate their perspectives. What is important is that we tell them not to say what they think is there, because if they will say it's a tree, a rope, and a snake, we will not find the elephant. And what is also important is that we ourselves do not add any information or say, hey, I expect this or that. Just integrate their perspectives, because perhaps this time it's not the elephant, but a different type of animal, or a huge teapot with 4 feet and a price tag. So rather than asking the experts, in this case experts in trees, ropes, and snakes, what we need in order to find this new type of teapot are clear or accurate descriptions of perspectives and their integration. What I find so interesting about this approach or concept of innovation is that it's not specifically about me. And my presentation is not about something I did or will do. My story is about you. It's about all of you. Think about the huge amount of unrecognized knowledge here today that has not been identified yet. Each one of you has such hidden, unique perspectives that can lead to innovative ideas, solutions, and improvements. And the value of these perspectives does not depend on your age, level of education, or current or former professions. Unrecognized knowledge is like a room in your house you never thought existed. And the methodology we developed points to that door and helps to offer a key or offers a key to unlock that door. And we have been unlocking unrecognized knowledge and helped companies, both local and global, in different parts of the world. We worked with banks, among others, retail, low-tech, high-tech. Now, of course, in real life, the questions are not about huge teapots, but the technique of finding these hidden perspectives and integrating them works the same. From 2012 onwards, we started to share this methodology outside the business sector as well, because we believe that everyone deserves to identify their own unrecognized knowledge. For me, this is how everything falls into place, because I believe, and I've already seen how Tino can help a CEO of a multinational, as well as my own mother who works as a waitress. And she's here today, anyway. Okay. My ultimate goal is still, it makes me very emotional because you know where I come from, and I'm very happy to stand here today. My ultimate goal is, I would like to conclude by saying that the ultimate goal is that the use of unrecognized knowledge will be integrated in everybody's daily life, that it becomes as common as the use of recognized knowledge. Only then will each company and every person have the opportunity to unlock their own room with unrecognized knowledge. Nevertheless, we have only half of the success in our hands, because we might have a method, but as I said, you're the ones with the perspectives. So I would like, even though I'm very happy to have shared this story with you today, what I really would like to do is to invite you to take this concept home and think about it. I would be very happy if you explore the concept of unrecognized knowledge and if we can contribute to that journey. Thank you.